Всем привет! Всем, кого еще нет. Так. Подождем. Привет, девчата. Привет, ребята. Привет. О, привет, Лен. Хай. Приветики, всем привет. Ой, сколько уже народу, это прям эпик. И тебе, Катя, привет. Всем привет, ребята. Ждем Вику. Она сейчас, привет, должна присоединиться. Ждем, и я тут подготовила такой небольшой список вопросов. Да, Наташа, я подготовила себе списочек такой. Надеюсь, что там более-менее все грамотно расписано. Привет, всем привет. Аня, Лида, привет. Вот, мы списывались. Привет, Лен. Спасибо. О, она туточки. Так. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
How are you?
¿Cómo estás? Para que por favor así. ¿Se ve bien? ¿Se escucha bien?
Yes, normal. Yes,
Normal?
I'm listening. Yes. How are you?
Good. Good. How are you? How is everything in Russia? Where are you? In Moscow?
In Moscow region now. I'm living here. So everything is quite good. Everything is okay. I'm so glad to see you. It's, unbelievable. For me, about 5-7 years ago,
For me,
thank you. Yes, great.
No, thank
you know, I have
that I have in Russia.
Yes. I have a list of questions. I made some. So I want to start with how did you get on the show? Had you known Chris Morena before? And it was your first huge show on TV. Rebel the Way, I mean.
Yes. Wait, let me put my headphones on because I want to listen better.
Okay.
I can't hear that well. Here. Tell me again the question. Sorry.
Так, how did you get on the show? Had you known Chris Morena before All the Way? And it was your first huge show on TV.
Well, I had done an audition for Chiquititas before, and I didn't get the part. And I knew Cris Morena, and I wanted to work with her because I was a fan of her shows. Do you want to translate? Or?
Yes. Вика говорит, что она пробовалась в детвору, она знала Крис до этого и очень хотела с ней поработать, потому что она ей восхищалась. Yes, go on.
And I always wanted to be in her shows, but I didn't know how. And when I finished school, I was singing. I sang at a bar with other singers, and the production of Cris Morena came to find new talent in the show we were doing, and so they saw me and they called me for an audition, and that's how I ended up in Rebelde Way.
Great story. В двух словах, она пела в баре, и тогда вот был набор как раз-таки, ее услышали, Крис позвала ее на пробы, и, соответственно, после этого она вот так вот и попала в сериал. Yes, thank you. The second one is, do you remember the last day of the show? Of the shooting day, I mean. How was it? What did you feel? Do you remember that? The second of the second season, the end of the second
the last show.
Yes.
You know, I don't remember much. I knew it was a feeling of sadness because something that was really important in my life was finishing. And as an actor, you never know what is the next project that is coming. And this was my first professional project, and it was so big and huge, and it changed my life completely. That obviously it was very emotional, but I was sad and with a lot of uncertainty of what was going to come next.
Окей. Ну, тоже в двух словах Вика говорит, что было очень грустно в последний съемочный день, потому что ты никогда не знаешь, что тебя дальше ждет. И все-таки это был очень такой масштабный проект. И было грустно заканчивать. Ну, всегда, да, нам грустно заканчивать что-то такое. Вот. First of all, I had to ask, have you known how popular Rebel the Way is in Russia?
No.
Have you known? No?
I don't know. I get messages from Russia, but I don't know really how big it is over there. I don't know. No.
Okay. Nice. No.
Tell me.
Yes. In 2000, about 2003, 2004, on our Russian TV, RAN TV channel, they were translated Rebel the Way, but then they, in 2005, 2006, retranslated it. So I was about 8, 9 years old, and all of us were after school going home to watch it. So there were a lot of fans in Russia, in Ukraine, Belarus, and Kazakhstan. So it's yes. And as I know, in Ukraine, Airway had to make a show, but it was cancelled. It's Benjamin has told us in 2018. So he
they will do a Russian Rebelde. Is that what you're telling me? No.
No, Airway. Yes, Airway had to make a show in Ukraine. Yes, but it was cancelled, and he doesn't know why. So it's really sad. Yes, all of us were waiting for at least Airway, and as we know, in Israel, it were a lot of shows with not only Airway, but all the cast. As I know, you helped them, yes, in the shows.
Yes, I would go to, I went to most of the shows with Airway because, you know, in the middle where they changed, I would do a show, I would do a song, and so I was one of the you know, characters in the show that would go with them to all the shows. Yes.
Yes.
It's so sad that we couldn't go over there. Well, I hopefully I can go with my new music once all this stops and we can go back to our normal life.
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. So, Виктория говорит, что она очень ей нравилось гастролировать с Эровой, то есть их персонажи в сериале гастролировали вместе с ними, то есть в Израиль они ездили и так далее, ей очень это все нравилось, и она надеется, что после всей вот этой вот заварушки с коронавирусом она сможет ехать в Россию. So we also hope that one day you'll come to us with a small show at least, so we can see you and to make a meeting like with Benha or Coco. It was wonderful. Yes.
Benja and Coco went to visit you?
Coco was in 2017 in St. Petersburg, and also in 2018 he was in Moscow, Yekaterinburg, Sochi. So he was everywhere almost in Russia.
Yeah. Yes, I'm looking forward to go. I'm working on my new music, and well, it's already done. I'm just waiting for all of this to clear up so I can present it, with the video clips that I still need to film, and a lot of things that I want to go that to accompany the music. So, once it's out and if in Russia, I see that there's movement and we can go and do a show, I would love to. I would love to.
Yes, we also.
So I'll let you know.
Oh, thank you. So we'll make a post again, and I think that people will know and will come to your show.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes, we will support.
Yes.
Вот, значит, Виктория говорит, что она сейчас во время ковида нет возможности все почистить, то есть у нее уже готов материал, и она вот после всей этой заварушки собирается это уже выпускать, видеоклипы, музыку и все такое. So, what do I want to ask? What role in Rebel the Way would you like to play instead of Vico? If you want Vico.
I really like my character because obviously it's the one I had to do, and I feel like it couldn't have been another character. Vico is part of me, and I felt very close to the character, and all of the physical, the haircut and everything was all me. I was like this before the show, so I feel really close to Vico and her, insecurities and her, trying to get, out and sing and be confident, and I really like that in Vico. But if I had to be another character, if I had to choose one, maybe I would be Maritza. That she's like, crazy. She doesn't care about anything, and she just goes out and does what she wants. So yeah, maybe Maritza would be another one.
Yeah, she rocks. Виктория говорит, что она очень любит свой персонаж Вику, то есть она бы ни на кого его все-таки не променяла бы, он был ей очень близок и по духу, и физически, то есть вот эта прическа, вот это все, это страсть к музыке и так далее. Но все-таки, если бы был выбор, она бы хотела попробовать сыграть Марису, потому что она была очень клевая, задорная и отстаивающая свои права. Thank you. The next one, and I can't not to ask, with whom from Rebel the Way do you still connect?
I speak to Mika, which Pilar.
Yes.
Mika, with Mooney, is it Mariana Seligman, and also with Benjamin. We, after the show, I worked with Benja on another TV show called Jake and Blake that was for Disney. And so we got to work together in that show. So he's a really good friend. And also Felipe Colombo. I don't know. I those are the ones I usually get to see more. But lately I spoke to Jazmín, to Luján, and I have good vibes with everyone. And but everybody has a hectic life and so many things to do. And I have my family, my daughter, and it gets harder to coordinate a time to meet each other.
Yes. Так, значит, Виктория говорит, что она общается, безусловно, с Микой, с Муни, это у нас Лаура, с Бенхой они в Джейки Блейке играли вместе, то есть там они тоже законнектились очень хорошо, и с Филиппо Коломбо. By the way, about your daughter, I wanted to ask, what does she want to become in the future? Does she want to become like a singer or an actress or something else?
She loves to dance. She's a dancer. She's all the time telling me what choreography I have to do in my new video. And so I tell her that when she's bigger, she's going to be my choreographer for my shows. But she loves, she's very artistic. I don't know if she will be that when she grows up or not, but she has she loves acting. She's all the time, you know, trying to act or sing, or she plays the piano and you know, tries to invent songs. And so she has like a very artistic side to her. So I think she's like her mommy.
Значит, Вика говорит, что я спросила про ее дочку, про Эму, кем она хочет стать в будущем. Она говорит, что она, как и ее мама, она, во-первых, очень любит танцевать, и она танцует всегда везде, и говорит Вику, какие хореографические движения она должна в своих видеоклипах делать. И она шутит, что в будущем ее дочь станет ее хореографом. И также она всегда везде поет, и играет на пианино, и еще играет, то есть она прям такая, знаете, прям вся в маму пошла. Yes, thank you. And the next one. Do you like traveling? In what countries have you been?
I love traveling. I wish I could travel more than I have. But when I was little, I don't know if you know this, but I was born in Argentina. But 3 months later, when I was a baby, I moved to the United States, and I lived in Miami for a couple of years. And then I moved to Ecuador, and I lived a couple of years in Ecuador. And then I moved to Mexico because of my dad's work. And so I lived when I was little, I traveled a lot, and I lived in different countries. And then when I became a teenager, I came back to Argentina, and you know, and I kind of developed, I wanted to develop my roots here, because when I was little, I moved around so much that I needed to settle down somewhere. So I lived here for a while, and you know, I like traveling. I've been to Brazil. I love going to Spain, Europe. I wish I knew more countries, but you know, sometimes it's not that easy to travel around the world, especially being an artist. But hopefully, with my new music and coming out, I'll be able to have an excuse to go and visit everybody.
Yes, great. About countries where you were growing, I didn't know.
That's why I speak English so well.
That's great. And your English is very good, you know? It sounds like really English.
Yeah.
Значит, я спросила про то, любит ли она путешествовать, где она была. В общем, Виктория говорит, что немногие знают, но она родилась в Аргентине, и через 3 месяца после ее рождения они перебрались в США, пожили там пару лет, потом в Эквадор, и тоже там пару лет пожили. В Мексику тоже из-за ее отца, ну, в плане того, что его работа там была, его туда, они за ним поехали. Вот. И по итогу она вернулась в Аргентину и хотела обосноваться уже, осесть в Аргентине, потому что это ее родное место. И вот благодаря этим путешествиям она так хорошо, в принципе, знает английский язык. И, скажите, она реально как боженька звучит. Thank you. And you're more a singer than an actress, don't you? What do you like more? You are more a singer than an... Yes, you are more a singer.
Actress.
Yes. And what do you like more? acting
they
or
ask me,
singing?
they ask me this question a lot, and it's really hard
Yes.
to, you know, say which one I like the most, because both of them are artistic expressions that I've had since I was a babe, since I was growing up. You know, in my school I acted and I sang, and those are things that I've had with me my whole life. So what I can say is that singing for me is more personal, and it's more my expression of my identity, while as acting is more a portrayal of you know, a character, and of putting myself into another body and another mindset. But for me, singing is where I express myself and my soul to the biggest, you know, to the most. You know, I feel that's the difference. It's not that I like one the most, but it's that for me, singing is more, connects me more to myself.
Yeah, great. Вот она говорит, что ее очень много спрашивали про вот что ей больше нравится, актерство или все-таки певческая профессия, и она не может выбрать, что ей нравится больше, но в музыке она живет, она так выражает себя. Это более такая душевная стезя, но она не может сказать все-таки до конца, что ей больше нравится. Yes. And can you tell me about your future projects except music? Are you planning to make a new role in the film or in the TV show, something like this?
Well, I'm concentrating mostly on my new music because it's very important for me in this moment of my life to be able to, you know, when you have a wish, a dream, you know, all of you probably have dreams, and for me, my biggest dream is to be able to travel and sing, and I did that with Rebelde Way, and I've done that here in Argentina, but for me, it's my biggest dream to be able to travel around the world and show my music and have people identify themselves with my music and with my work. And so I decided that if I had to make that dream possible, I had to give it my 100% attention. So right now I am 100% doing my music. I also am developing a TV show, but that's more like a production kind of side of me. I'm developing a TV show, and we're writing the scripts right now, and I'm going to act in it as well. But that's a project that I feel that will come in the future. And but now for the near future is I'm focusing on my music and showing it, and so everybody can enjoy it. And the most, you know, my deepest dream is to travel and to sing, you know, to sing and to show my music. That's all I want to do.
Окей. Значит, Виктория говорит, что по поводу будущих проектов она сейчас сконцентрирована на 100% на музыке, то есть самое ближайшее — это вот ее музыкальный проект. Конечно же, она планирует в будущем и где-то еще сняться, и делает какие-то скрипты для различных ТВ-шоу, ну, то есть пишет сценарии. Но сейчас все-таки музыка, ее самая большая мечта — это путешествовать и дарить людям музыку свою. То есть она сейчас прям вот на этом сконцентрирована 100%, и ближайший, ну, я так понимаю, ближайший год, если не больше, она будет вот на этом сконцентрирована больше всего. Окей.
Good translator. I hope you're translating well.
I hope to. I'm trying not to forget what you said before. You had with Rebel the Way, there were some shows in Grand Rex, yes. It was a huge Argentinian concert, yeah, Grand Rex.
Grand Rex is an amazing theater to play, and we did so many shows. We did like I don't even remember, but we did like 15 shows in Grand Rex, like all full. It was an amazing experience for an actor or an artist to play in Grand Rex here is a dream come true. So yes, it was an amazing experience.
Yes, great. And after that, you were in Israel and Ecuador. Yes.
Yes, Israel, and then we did Argentina and Ecuador, Peru. I don't remember everywhere we went. I'm like, it was everything was so fast and went like, it was so big that it's hard to remember all the details.
Of course, yes. Ну, тут мы вспомнили, по каким странам путешествовали Эрвы. Виктория говорит, что Гранд Рекс — это прям мечта всех музыкантов в Аргентине. Это прям топ. Вот. И они были в Эквадоре, в Израиле, в Перу, ну, то есть в Латинской Америке, и вот в Израиле. Ну, и вот до конца все, конечно, не вспомнить, потому что было очень много всего. Let's talk about your favorites. About what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Yes.
My favorite movie. Well, I have one favorite movie called but you know, I love films in general. Like these are like movies that I've watched when I was little and that I really liked. I love a movie called Boogie Nights, which I feel is like amazing how it's shot, and the director and the art and the music, everything. I love movies that have everything, you know, music, good art, good wardrobe, good script. A movie I saw recently that I really love is The Joker. That I feel the acting, Joaquin Phoenix in that film is amazing. And that, yeah. Does that answer the question? Yes. Yes.
Yes. I also saw that film with Joaquin Phoenix in the cinema. It was in autumn, and he's really great. It was, you know, terrifying how it was. Yes. Значит, Виктория говорит, что недавно смотрела Джокера, и он ей очень понравился, а также ее любимый фильм. Вот, не убейте меня сейчас. Boogeyman? Я, если честно...
Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights? Yes. Sorry. Actually, I don't know that film. But...
you should watch it. It's really good.
Yes.
It's fun.
Oh.
Yes.
И она, конечно же, ценит в кино все, как они одеты, как там свет стоит, музыка, все, в общем. What's your favorite dish?
My favorite food?
Yes.
Oh, I like eating so much. Damn it, my favorite food. I mean, I love milanesas. You know, Argentinian milanesa. Have you tried?
No, I haven't.
Milanesas are like amazing. But lately I have been not eating that meat that much. You know, I eat meat maybe once a week or something. So I've been trying to not eat that much meat. So lately I eat a lot of rice, salads, and couscous or quinoa, or, you know, a bunch of other things and lots of vegetables. But the one thing I really miss is milanesa, the meat milanesa.
Okay. Аргентинское блюдо, миланеса. Виктория его обожает, но старается в последнее время есть как можно меньше мяса, то есть она его где-то раз в неделю ест. А так, в основном, это какие-то овощи, кускус, рис и все такое. Because meat is really, hard food, especially in the summer. I think.
And in Argentina we eat so much meat because of the asado, barbecues and everything, and so I needed to stop eating a bit of meat just to try and see how my body felt. I'm changing a lot of things in my diet, and I stopped drinking alcohol, but just not to get skinny or anything. It's more like for my head and to feel better.
Yes. То есть она стала есть меньше мяса в последнее время для того, чтобы освободиться для себя, чтобы почувствовать себя лучше. So, what's your favorite book?
My favorite. I had this book that I read when I was little that's called What's Eating Gilbert Grape. That was my favorite book, and there's also a movie of it that's Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio are acting in it. But I like Murakami as an author. I like also. He wrote a book called Tokyo Blues. That.
Okay. What's your favorite perfume?
My perfume.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at the names of perfumes. Hold on. Pure Obsession. Wait. Owls! Hold on. I need to ask because I don't remember the perfume names. Owls! Agustin! He's not listening to me. It's called Pure Obsession, I think. Obsession? Yes. ¿Cómo se llamaba mi perfume? No, Pure Poison. Pure Poison. Pure Poison. That's my favorite.
Sounds great. Poison.
Pure Poison. I'm really bad at remembering perfumes and makeup and everything because I have one perfume and that's it. Like I don't buy so many perfumes, I'm very like I don't buy much material things like perfumes and everything. Just so when I wear one perfume and then when it's finished I buy another one, Unless I get presents and I get perfumes as presents, but usually I have one perfume. But the one I used to have that I don't have right now, it's called Pure Poison, which I love. I love so much.
Окей. Тут про любимый парфюм поговорили. У Виктории любимый парфюм — это полный такой, знаете, название Pure Poison. Это как яд, чистейший яд, я бы сказала. И она говорит, что не особо, что касается косметики, что касается парфюмов, когда заканчивается, тогда покупает. У нее вот одни духи лежат, она ими пользуется, закончится, пойдет или подарков подождет. Окей. Do you want to read?
There's people writing saying in Spanish, I don't understand anything. Les explico que estoy hablando con Rusia, por eso estoy hablando en inglés, pero porque si no ella no me va a entender, tengo que hablar en inglés para traducir.
Let's try to read the comments. What?
Yes.
I loved Vico and Rocco's relationship development. Me too, actually.
It's a lot of people like that relationship because it was, we were also apart from a couple in the show. We were like friends, also on the show, did music together, and it was a very nice relationship that I think a lot of people, and we helped each other a lot. We had a lot of problems, and Vico and Rocco, and so I think it was a nice relationship.
Yes, and your duet was amazing. It was really great, you know.
What?
Your duet with Rocco, Vicky and Rocco, there, yes. You sound
You know
so
that
good.
we wrote that song, the two of us.
Oh, new information.
New
Great.
information.
Yes.
That song we wrote, yes, the one that we sing on the show, we wrote together, and you know, in the breaks while we were shooting the show, we wrote the song. So then we said, hey, can we sing it on the show? And they let us. So that's why
Great.
we sang it there.
You know, like, really good. Good story. Вика,
Yeah.
о том, что многие любят пару Вику и Року, они там очень помогали друг другу, у них было много проблем. И, что самое важное, та песня, которую они пели вместе в сериале, это они в жизни, Пиру и Виктория, написали в перерывах и предложили просто продюсерам, сказали, ну, ребят, можно мы споем? И им сказали, да, конечно. И вот они так и спели этот дуэт. То есть, ну, здоровская история. Okay, let's read.
And also the song that I sang on the tour, and the one that you see on the concerts, the one that I sing by myself, that one I wrote that song, the lyrics and everything. Yeah.
And music?
What?
Music too?
The music we did we did together with, you know, the band that wrote the songs for Erreway. I got together with them and we did this song, and it's the song that I sing in, you know, the one that you see on the show, the live show, and in the Israel show. So that's another tip.
Yes, Zia was so lucky to get you. Now you write songs, sings, and plays. So great. Она также добавила, что та песня, которую она пела вот на шоу в Израиле, тоже в сериале, она сама написала слова, а музыку помогли написать те, кто были в банде людей, которые писали песни для Эровой. So, what about comments?
Yes,
people...
the song No Soy Así. I see comments, but some of them are in another language, and I don't understand.
I can't try. Thank you for stream. You look amazing. English. Do you know some Russian words, or you you don't?
No,
like...
please. Today in the morning, I wanted to say something in Russian, and I was like, I don't know any Russian word. Please teach me.
Okay. Let's say hi. It's привет.
Привет.
Yes.
Привет.
Great. Yes.
Привет.
Bye. Goodbye. It's like пока. Пока. Пока.
Пока.
Yes.
Пока.
Yes.
Poca, but not yet. Привет
Yes.
is hello. Poca,
Yes.
goodbye. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Да.
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 No. Нет.
Нет. Нет. Yeah, that I've heard. Yes. Нет.
Yes, great. So it's like you're ready
Да.
to visit Moscow.
And how do you say thank you? How do you say thank you?
Спасибо. Спасибо.
Spa.
Si.
Si.
Сибо.
Spasibo.
Yes. Спасибо.
Spasibo. Spasibo.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You're Russian now. Already. Great.
I'm
Yes.
so good.
For Moscow, that's enough, I think.
That's all I need to know.
Yes.
Well, if I go to Russia, you have to show me around.
Of course, we'll show you Moscow, Red Square, and the center, and something else. If you will be there for 2 or more days, we
Perfect.
I think, yes. Just chat me, and
I
I'll be
will. I
ready.
will.
Okay, I'll be waiting. You're asking what relationships you had with Luisana and what type of relationships have you now with her? Luisana,
With
Lu-
Luisana, we always had a great relationship. I had most of my scenes with her, because we
yes,
were in the same group of friends, and so we always had a great relationship, and we did all our tours together. So Luisana's she's very professional. She was worked since she was little, and we had great time. And then after the show finished, we saw each other a couple of times, and sometimes we spoke to each other because I became a mother before she did, and she wanted to become a mother, and so she wrote to me, how is it? Kind of like asking a bit, and well, now she has 3, right? No, 3 or 2?
yes,
No, 3.
3, 2
She has
sons and 1.
3,
Yes.
and I have 1. So now she has more experience than I do. But no, we have a good relationship. I mean, we don't speak too much, but because she has her family and her life. But if I see her, I feel we'd have a good chat and get up to date. But yes, with Luisana, we've always had a good relationship.
Окей. Ответ на вопрос про Луисана, соответственно, они очень хорошо общаются, у них было очень много сцен совместных, и, соответственно, они очень хорошо сдружились, и когда после шоу, после окончания «Тесного духа» они несколько раз еще пересекались, Лу спрашивала у Виктории, каково это быть мамой, потому что Виктория стала мамой раньше, ну и, соответственно, они сейчас, если что, когда Лу в Аргентине, могут пересечься. Окей.
Someone's asking in Spanish, why did I take off my earrings that I had from Rebelde Way? From all the rings I had. Well, I don't know. To answer that, when you saw me in Rebelde Way, I had all those piercings before starting the show, and like I said, my haircut was like that before starting the show, because I've always been a very changing person. I like to change my physical appearance all the time. It's since I was little, I always tried to dye my hair. And so I get bored of seeing the same thing all the time. So suddenly one day I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, ciao, I take it out, change it. And I had become a mother, and I don't know, like different things. And I still have the marks of all my piercings. But new things are coming. I'm getting tattoos,
Yeah.
and now maybe I'm gonna get new tattoos. I'm always changing and trying to find different forms for my physical appearance.
Of course. And about your tattoos, what was your first one?
My first tattoo was one I have in my back that now I recently did another one on top. I had the masks of the drama, the happy and sad face.
Yes.
And this year I decided to cover it because I did it when I was 15, and I mean, I like it, but I needed to change. I'm constantly changing, so I had to put another one. So now I have like a rose on top.
Окей. Значит, первая татуха была сзади, и это были две такие маски, знаете, как грусть и печаль. Ну, конечно, грусть и радость. И, соответственно, она у нее довольно долго была, но только в этом году она ее перекрыла цветком розы, потому что решила, что пора меняться. Кстати, ее спрашивали: «О, so sweet,
My
dog!»
dog. The best dog in the world. The best dog in the
Yes.
world. Yes. I found him on the street when he was a puppy. I walked out of a store, a huge store, and I saw him on this, on the sidewalk with so skinny. He was like almost about to die, and I saw him, and he was taking sun and just like relaxing. And I was with my mom, and I said, I have to take, this is my dog. I need him. And so I called him, and he followed me, and now this is him, all grown up.
And how many years he's with you?
Like 14 years.
Oh, great. Вот о собаке, которую Вика показала, она сказала, что нашла его на улице 14 лет назад. И он был, он умирал, можно сказать, потому что он весь был облезлый и все такое. Она ушла из магазина и увидела его, она была с мамой на тот момент, и сказала: «Мам, я забираю его домой». И, соответственно, она его позвала, он отозвался, и они пошли вместе к ней. И вот они 14 лет счастливо живут. И она говорит, что это лучший пес на земле. И about earrings, I have to translate. Yes, earrings. About earrings, I have to translate. I forgot. Вика их сняла, потому что все-таки решила, что она становится мамой, нужно что-то менять в себе. И в целом, что на тот момент она была такой бунтаркой, она была девчонкой, которой очень нравилось экспериментировать. Это короткие волосы, это вот эти все сережки. Но у нее остались вот эти места проколов, но она все сняла. Yes.
There's so many questions. I don't know where to. There's someone that asked me in English, tell us about your experience filming in English. Because I didn't know if you all know that I also do a lot of horror films, and I've worked a lot in many films with many directors, and I've traveled to Los Angeles, and I've filmed two movies in Los Angeles, and also in France. So, after Rebelde Way, I was working a lot in films. So it was a great experience also. It's like, like what happened to me with Rebelde Way, that suddenly I go into this show that changes my life. The same thing happened to me with the films, because I met a director, an American director, who decided to take me to Los Angeles and film 2 films with me. For me was a dream come true, and it changed my career and changed my life. And after that, I've done so many horror films, and I love doing horror films. So it was an amazing experience, really.
Okay, I'll translate it later, but people wanted you to sing a short song,
A song?
Yes.
I get nervous to sing like this.
No, there are so many people. They want a song. Please.
What do I sing? I don't know. I wasn't preparing a song. Let me see. What can I sing? I see a cappella with no music.
Yeah.
What can I sing? Song, song, song. Everybody says song, song.
It's Russian. No, so I see. They say, oh, bésame mucho, if you remember that.
Bésame mucho. There's this app. Oh, the other day I found out this filter that gives you like, look, listen. For me, like, do you hear me different? Or no? Or it doesn't apply like now?
a little bit different.
No? Or can you hear like, oh? No?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. The other day, I was singing a lot of the Little Mermaid songs. No, I'm kidding. Bésame mucho. Okay, bésame mucho. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Quiero tenerte en mis manos. I don't remember. Tenerte junto a mí. Pienso que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. There.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have a really strong and beautiful voice, you know.
Hope you like it.
Yes, of course. Just see, just read comments. They are all just and you know, most of us were thinking, why isn't she in airway? She has such a great voice. But then we realized that, you know, you're like a solo singer and you have to move on like this. And it's really beautiful. Thank you.
What you just said just made me emotional. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You know,
it's really important for, sorry, it's really important for me that you understand who I am, you know? So, so for you to say that is great. Thank you.
You know what I have?
I am crying. Yes.
I have like a plate, you know. It's second season photo shooting. So that's you.
Oh, so little.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm a huge fan. So I'm trying to read all news about all of the cast. So I'm really nervous from the very beginning, and I'm so glad I have a chance to talk to you. It's really important for me too. I'm really excited, and
I was nervous too. Okay, so for me, it's really important as well to know that there are people in Russia who are interested in listening to my story and listening to me. It's very important, and it gets me emotional. I'm gonna cry. I'm a baby. I'm a crybaby. So for me, it's very important, and so thank you also for reaching out to me and wanting to talk to me.
And I want to, you know, my friends are joking. I didn't want to tell about myself, but I have a lot of stuff of Rebel the Way, and they called it like a museum. So, yes, and we are joking that in the future I'll be like making excursions. You know, it's a plate with Rebel the Way. It's some, you know, discs or CD or posters. So Benha. He signed it for me with my name, so I, can't just take it off.
No, it's special.
Yes. So
well, for us it's amazing, and I speak personally. I can't believe how many fans we have and how the show has been surviving throughout the years. And now, I don't know over there, but here they put it in Netflix, and a lot of new people are watching it. 12-year-old girls and boys, and they've been writing to me. And for us, I mean, for me, it's amazing how the show still survives, and there's still so many fans, and how everybody feels related to our characters. And so I want to thank all of you for taking the time and watching, and for being interested in what we do.
Thank you, because is that Reboldo is our inspiration, because there are a lot of people that make videos. We are learning Spanish. We are making some photos like everywhere. So it's inspiration still. It was in 2002. It was so many years ago, 18 years ago. By the way, don't you think, aren't you going to make, like a huge meeting, 20 years later in 2022? Like,
we should do that. Yeah.
Yes.
The last meeting that we had, that was, where we were mostly there, was at my house. But that was a couple of years ago. So we've always been wanting to get back together, but the cast is, we're so many people, and everybody has their schedules and so many things to do, that it's really hard to get all of us together. But maybe we can do like a Zoom meeting.
Yes, maybe it's like more convenient. Yes, like
it'll be easier.
Yes, it's like
now some live in Peru, like Coco lives in Peru, and Fran or Pablo, there's a lot of people live. Oh, can you see me? Hello?
Yes.
I think my face is like paused, no?
Yes.
I don't know why. How do I get that up? Wait, let me see. I don't know what's wrong. Beautiful face.
And I disappeared.
No, what happened?
I don't know. Maybe it's going to finish now.
Maybe, I don't know. Do you want me to get out and come back in? I don't know.
Let's finish, and let's do it again, maybe.
Okay, so I'm gonna hang up and then we come back up?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.